Here I'll be going over my overall process of the literature review, which was our third and final assignment for this course. And I talk about my topic and how I got to my topic, along with the assignment and how I got to where I am, and also the revisions that I took to create my final draft. I provided my final draft along with my first draft just to show those revisions and the growth that I did between in making those revisions. And I also provided a link for my final literature review for anyone to view. So here I kind of go over the specifics of how I got to my topic and what that looks like. So for my research topic, I revised specifically to a certain topic. So before, I had a topic that was very broad, which was the effects of bullying in schools, which I was able to get a lot of different perspectives and sides from. So I decided to narrow it down to the effects of bullying on educators, school administrators, and staff, which allows me to find specific sources that I can take and use for my literature review. I also wanted to draw attention to this overall problem of bullying in general, but I wanted to specifically focus on the educator side, staff side. I talked about intervention, prevention, and personal effects, which were my three main themes, and I go into depth about each one, providing intro and conclusion as well. So here is my first draft and my final draft. I wanted to stay specific to my profession and go along those lines of something that I can take with me. So I'm glad that I was able to narrow it down to effects of bullying and of educators, because I will be a future educator and will be able to use this information as I go into my field eventually. And so as I started to construct this assignment, we used the synthesis matrix chart to sort all of our sources and created some themes so where we can take information from the sources and articles and align them under the themes and see what they have in common, see what they don't have in common, what provides what in different themes, and I use that to create my first draft and along my final draft, as you will see. So one of the biggest revisions that I made and was told I should make was create another theme, another topic. So overall, I decided to split up intervention and prevention. As you can see, it's long and it switches back and forth from intervention to prevention. It's just very long, lengthy, and kind of is not like split up. And so for my final draft, I separated intervention and prevention and made them shorter paragraphs, along with keeping personal effects of bullying, but separating those to make it an easier read overall. And I was told to try and just fix my organization and structure. So I broke up the information to be an easier read and organized, intervention in that section and then prevention in this one, so it wasn't so overwhelming overall. I feel very proud of this paper. It took a long time and a lot of work to get this result overall, a lot of revisions, and so I feel that it provides enough information of the topic of bullying, but more specifically again for educators, which I will be able to take and use some of the sources and the studies that were used and be able to apply it into my future profession.